Alex Cooper, the powerhouse behind the Call Her Daddy podcast, has undeniably transformed the world of podcasting with her distinctive style and candid content. What started as a raw and unfiltered look into her life quickly grew into a multi-million-dollar empire, making Cooper one of the highest-paid female podcasters globally. However, her success was hard-earned, built upon a series of personal challenges, including childhood bullying, difficult relationships, and professional controversies. This video delves into the various hardships Alex faced throughout her journey, her resilience in overcoming them, and the lessons that made her the influential figure she is today. Early struggles and childhood bullying. Alex Cooper didn't have an easy childhood. In fact, she was often the target of cruel bullying due to her appearance. In a revealing conversation on Purpose with Jay Shetty, Cooper shared her experiences of being relentlessly teased by her peers. She recalled how she was often called out for being excessively thin, with classmates insinuating she had an eating disorder. Her struggles with severe acne further fueled the bullying, to the point where she would beg her parents to allow her to skip school. Cooper reflected on those painful years, saying, "If you passed me on the street, you would think, 'Oh my God, that girl needs Accutane.'" At times, the bullying escalated into physical acts, with boys mocking her fragility, joking that if they tripped her, her legs would snap. By the age of 7, Alex had developed a deep self-loathing, pinpointing every flaw she saw in herself. This negative self-image stayed with her through her youth. During a pivotal moment, she remembered the dread she felt on her way to a 7th grade dance, fully aware that no boy would approach her. Despite the emotional toll, Cooper's father played a significant role in helping her regain some confidence. He gifted her a camera, sparking her interest in filming music videos and plays, which ultimately helped her discover her talents and shift her perspective on herself. A transformation in college. By the time Alex started her freshman year at Boston University, she had grown into a more confident version of herself. Her acne had cleared up, her hair was healthier, and her braces were gone. However, her transformation was met with a mixed response. One of the boys who had bullied her in the past, now a fellow student at BU, began to show interest in her. He tried to hit on her, which made Cooper feel uncomfortable. Despite her changed appearance, she felt like she was still the same person inside, and this attention only served to remind her of the cruelty she had once endured. Moreover, some of the faculty members at BU didn't make things any easier. Cooper revealed to Time that one male professor made sexist remarks about her, suggesting that her looks would prevent her from being taken seriously in the industry. This moment planted the seeds of doubt in her mind, causing her to second-guess her style and appearance. Should I dye my hair? Should I wear baggy clothes? She wondered. Thankfully, Cooper chose to remain true to herself, refusing to let the comments dictate her identity. College trauma and a shocking setback. While Cooper was thriving academically, her passion for soccer, a sport she had been deeply involved in her entire life, was abruptly cut short. Cooper, who had received a full scholarship to Boston University for soccer, was subjected to a traumatic experience with her soccer coach. While Cooper has not fully elaborated on the specifics of the situation, she described it as involving inappropriate behavior. This event forced her to walk away from the team despite the scholarship that had been awarded based on her athletic abilities. It was devastating, she explained in an interview with the New York Times. "I got something I worked my entire life for stripped away because someone in a position of power couldn't control themselves." As Cooper reflected on the situation, she emphasized that she had done nothing wrong, yet she was still impacted by the coach's actions. It was a painful loss, but Cooper eventually sought therapy to help her process the trauma. She later reconnected with some of her former teammates who had gone through similar experiences, finding solidarity and support. Romantic relationships and a toxic partnership. Throughout her career, Cooper has been open about her personal relationships, particularly those that were tumultuous. While the identities of most of her past partners remain private, she has confirmed a high-profile on-again, off-again relationship with MLB pitcher Noah Syndergaard, who she affectionately referred to as Slim Shady on her podcast. Their relationship, which spanned several years, was anything but smooth. Cooper later admitted that they loved walking into a room together, but often felt miserable in each other's presence. The couple's breakup was a messy affair involving agents, social media drama, and a period of intense emotional conflict. Despite their attempts to reconcile, Cooper realized that their relationship was toxic, And after months of reflection and therapy, she chose to walk away for good. She shared, "I had fully grown. I had gotten into therapy. I realized through a few months that he hadn't changed at all." Her rags to riches. Despite these personal challenges, Alex's career trajectory took a dramatic turn for the better. In 2021, she secured an exclusive deal with Spotify, making her the highest-paid female podcaster in the world. By then, Hooper had become a multi-millionaire, living with her husband Matt Kaplan in a luxurious California mansion worth $10 million. However, her journey to financial success was far from straightforward. Before her podcasting career took off, Hooper had been laid off from her job in ad sales and was struggling to make ends meet. She tried her hand at YouTube vlogging while living in New York City, relying on unemployment checks to survive. To pay rent, she resorted to working for a service that connected women with men who would pay for their time. Hooper clarified that her involvement with the service was not about intimacy, but rather about securing enough money to cover her rent. While she now looks back at this period as a funny and humbling anecdote, Hooper has warned others about taking the same route. "In retrospect, I want everyone to be careful. I don't even know if you should be on that side," she cautioned. Body image and mental health struggles. Despite her success, Alex Cooper has continued to face insecurities, particularly related to her body image. As a public figure, she is constantly exposed to the pressures of maintaining a certain look, which has sometimes led her to spiral into self-doubt. She admitted to struggling with photoshopping her own images to fit societal beauty standards, even going so far as to use editing tools to manipulate her body shape. However, after facing backlash, Cooper made a conscious decision to stop editing her pictures and called for greater transparency in social media. "I think every single photo that's edited should have to have a sign somewhere saying 'edited,'" she stated, reflecting her commitment to promoting authenticity. The Barstool controversy. Hooper's rise to fame wasn't without controversy, particularly regarding her professional relationship with Sophia Franklin, the co-creator of Call Her Daddy. After launching the podcast in 2018, Cooper and Franklin signed a deal with Barstool Sports, which initially offered them $75,000 for the first year. As the podcast gained popularity, they sought to renegotiate their salaries, only to face resistance from Barstool founder Dave Portnoy. After months of tension and negotiations, Hooper ultimately signed a solo deal with Barstool, leaving Franklin behind. Although their partnership ended on a sour note, Cooper has maintained that there is no bad blood between them, and she wishes Franklin the best in her own endeavors. Franklin has since launched her own podcast, Sophia with an F, but it seems that the two are no longer in contact. Confronting sexism and double standards. Throughout her career, Alex Cooper has faced significant sexism and double standards. Many critics dismissed her success as a result of her provocative content. Particularly in the early days of Call Her Daddy, she has frequently called out the sexist criticism she's faced, noting that while she was often labeled as baby or manipulative, similar behavior in men is often celebrated as ambition or competitiveness. "I think for men, it's never deemed baby or catfishy," she pointed out, adding that her ambition and work ethic were often overlooked in favor of a sexist narrative. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed learning about Alex Cooper's inspiring journey, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories of resilience and success. And be sure to share this video with anyone who needs a little motivation today.